What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and we all know that after Disney bought Lucasfilm, after Disney bought Star Wars, things changed. Lucasfilm was never the same again, and Star Wars has never been the same again. But what we're seeing right now is absolutely disgusting. Honestly, as much as they've done to destroy the lore, to destroy Star Wars, what we see happening now is really what Disney is all about, and the corporatization of Lucasfilm. This is something that never would have happened under George Lucas's watch. A veteran Star Wars author has not been paid his royalties, and Disney refuses to pay this man while they continue to sell his books. Take a look at this. Alan Dean Foster. I don't know why I'm over on this side. Move me back over there. I feel much more comfortable over here. Thank you. Deadbeat Disney screws Alan Dean Foster. Star Wars author Alan Dean Foster is not being paid royalties for his work on material that Disney currently owns the rights to. Now, this is from Ichibaka. Disney Star Wars is dumb. I also wanted to take a look at Bounty in the comics because they did a pretty detailed history of what Alan Dean Foster has done for Disney and for Star Wars. It appears Disney's terrifying control over the Star Wars franchise is continuing as the science fiction and fantasy writers of America have made public an attempt by the global entertainment conglomerate to withhold rightfully owed royalties to Alan Dean Foster, the veteran Star Wars author responsible for penning some of the franchise's most important novels. So some of the things that Alan Dean Foster has done, he wrote the novelization to Star Wars, the original Star Wars in 1977. He also wrote a sequel, the first expanded universe novel, which was actually meant to be potentially a direct sequel to Star Wars in the event that George Lucas didn't get to make his trilogy. Well, he did get to make his trilogy, so some things changed for sure. But in 1978, Splinter of the Mind's Eye came out, and for a lot of people, that was their very first experience with Star Wars. The very first one that they, or at least in the novels, that really got them into the expanded universe. Alan Dean Foster is an absolute legend. Also wrote some books for the Aliens franchise. This man has done a lot for Star Wars in his life. Also wrote The Approaching Storm, the novelization to The Force Awakens. Even did work for Disney Star Wars. But they are not paying the man for the things that he has done in the past. Look at this statement. Now this is hashtag Disney must pay. Now Disney must pay was trending yesterday, so the SFWA got exactly what they wanted out of this. This got a lot of attention, had a lot of people tweeting about it. We're going to read through the statement a little bit, but I just want to show you Eckhart's Ladder right here. Disney refuses to pay royalties to Alan Dean Foster, who wrote Splinter of the Mind's Eye and A New Hope novel. Alan and his wife are dealing with major medical issues, including in Alan's case, advanced cancer. And then as you look through hashtag Disney must pay, a lot of people talking about it. There's people that are sharing themselves canceling their Disney Plus because of what they're doing. Here's cover of the Splinters of the Mind's Eye from the adventures of Luke Skywalker, based on characters and situations created by George Lucas. And again, look at this person. I have no idea who this is. I loved his novelizations, his Spellsinger book, Splinter of the Mind's Eye. It boils my piss when I see such hardworking Arson chair rider being ripped off like this. And that's exactly what's happening. Take a look at this statement. This is a powerful statement. Last year, a member came to SFWA's grievance committee with a problem, which on the surface sounds simple and resolvable. He had written novels and was not being paid the royalties specified in his contract. The grievance committee is designed to resolve contract disputes like this. As part of our negotiating toolbox, we guarantee anonymity for both the writer and publisher if the grievance is resolved. When it is working, I never hear from them. When talks break down, the president is asked to step in. In this case, it's Alan Dean Foster. The publisher is Disney. And when we look through this, this is the man's statement. A man who is pretty old, has done a lot in his life. Now he's sitting there. His wife is ill. He is ill. And he's not getting paid by Disney what he deserves to get paid. Absolutely disgusting. Dear Mickey, we have a lot in common, you and I. We share a birthday, November 18th. My dad's nickname was Mickey. There's more. When you purchased Lucasfilm, you acquired the rights to some of the books I wrote. Star Wars, the novelization of the very first film. Splinter of the Mind's Eye, the first sequel novel. The first step in the expanded universe. You owe me royalties on these books. You stopped paying them. He also mentions 20th Century Fox, because Disney bought that too. And his Aliens books. But they stopped paying those. All these books are still very much in print. They still earn money for you. When one company buys another, they acquire its liabilities as well as its assets. You're certainly reaping the benefits of the assets. I'd very much like my minuscule, though it's not small to me, share. You want me to sign, listen to this, you want me to sign an NDA before even talking. I signed a lot of NDAs in my 50-year career. Never once did anyone ask me to sign one prior to negotiations, for the obvious reasons that once you sign, you can no longer talk about the matter at hand. Every one of my representatives in this matter, with many, many decades of experience in such business, echo my bewilderment. So they are trying to screw this man over. They want him to sign an NDA so he shuts up about the entire thing. This is Disney Star Wars. This is absolutely disgusting. You continue to ignore requests from my agents. You continue to ignore requests from SFWA, the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America. You continue to ignore my legal reps. I know this is what gargantuan corporations often do. Ignore requests and inquiries, hoping the petitioner will go away or die. But I'm still here, and I'm still entitled to what you owe me, including not being ignored just because I'm only one lone writer. How many other writers and artists out there are you similarly ignoring? That's true. How many people don't have the pull of Alan Dean Foster? How many people are out there that maybe wrote a book a long time ago, didn't do much else, and haven't done much else with their careers? They don't have the name recognition of Alan Dean Foster. How many people is Disney screwing over? That needs to be looked at. My wife has serious medical issues, and in 2016, I was diagnosed with an advanced form of cancer. We could use the money. Not charity, just what I'm owed. I've always loved Disney, the films, the parks, growing up in Disneyland TV show. I didn't think Uncle Walt would approve of how you're currently treating me. Maybe someone in the right position just hasn't received word, though after all these months of ignored requests and queries, that's hard to countenance. Or as a guy named Bob Iger said, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. I'm not feeling it. Alan Dean Foster. And the SFWA puts on the line. They said, this is what you must do. Disney has three choices. Pay him as well as any future royalties. Publication should cease until new contracts are signed and pay all back royalties. Or publication ceases permanently, but you still pay Alan Dean Foster. And the fact that this got trending yesterday is incredible. The fact that so many people were standing up and saying, Disney, do the right thing, you fucking pieces of garbage. It is disgusting that they did this. And one thing I wanted to point out in Ichibaka's article, and he asks the same question. If they're doing this to Alan Dean Foster, what are they doing to the younger writers who don't know that a contract is a contract, who do not know whom to reach out to when they're having a dispute of this nature? Perhaps this may be the result of Disney's first annual loss in more than 40 years. Maybe they're really hurting. Maybe they've stopped all royalties checks. Who knows? Star Wars author J.W. Rinsler recently remarked in regards for his distaste for the Disney takeover of Lucasfilm, I didn't like what was happening to the licensing department and the publishing department or the films. Maybe that's one of the things that J.W. Rinsler was talking about, the way that they are treating these royalties, because it's disgusting. The fact that a dude who has written work for them, work that still sells today, he is not being paid. There's no other way to describe it. Disney, pay Alan Dean Foster what he is owed. We all know that you're a piece of garbage company, that all you care about is making money. That's why you go to China and you film right next to concentration camps, because all you care about is making money. Well, you have to pay this man. It is your obligation. Do it. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.